Okay, so today we'll focus on your project's briefing, the 30 marks out of 100 for this. So I've created, if you go to Canvas, then you go to people, right? Go to people, then you will see your name here. Then you will see there's a group there. There are 5 groups there. So each group maximum three members. So what you do, you need to assign yourself into the group lah. So let's say your group is 3 member. So make sure it's very easy. You just drag your name inside here if you want to go into group 1. So you just drag lah. For example, Andrew, you are group 1, so you drag your name here. Then this one will appear 1. Okay. So once the group is having 3 members, it will lock itself. So you cannot drag other people out. Once is there, you cannot drag other people out unless the person want to exit the group. So you self-assign yourself. Maximum 3, minimum 2. You decide. You decide minimum 2. So we'll have 9 students. So you can choose yourself lah. Imran not here, Robin not here. Okay. So this one, I will keep this one open throughout the semester. So you decide yourself lah. So this one, then you assign your group leaders and so on. So this will be the group lah. Okay. So this is your homework today. Go and discuss and what group you want. All right. Okay. Then you go to assignment. Under project and report. All right, under here, project and report. You will see this assignment briefing here. Okay, so you just click here, download the document. Okay. Okay. I open the document here. Okay, so you will see this is the format for the report. Now, what actually I want you to do is to design a glider, a walk along glider projects. Now, what is this walk along glider? Is you go to YouTube. You go to YouTube. You search the name walk along glider. There are lots of video here. So I will just play maybe one of the video for your reference. So this will be your projects. Low cost but very high tech. You need to think a little bit how to do it, right? You need to create a prototype that's able to sustain in the air and walk at least maybe 50 meters in straight line. Okay, so without any engine, but you use the power of aerodynamics or the power of airflow to keep the object floating in the air in straight line. Okay, so this will be your products development projects, right? So no issue on your cost because this one you can go up to maybe maximum 50 ringgit if you want, right? For the material, maximum is don't go above 50 ringgit, right? So there are lots of information there. Okay, so preview on this one. So the rest you read. Okay, the rest you read from the video. At least you have some rough idea what it's going to do. So this is a patent filed in 1955 for the design. Okay, so you need to come up with a design. Each team, you're required to develop 2 designs. Each group, you are required to design 2 designs, means 2 prototypes at the end of the semester. So you'll present your prototypes in week 10 with the PowerPoint slides presentation, right? The most important criteria, it must able to work. Means your glider should able to travel at least maybe from this wall to another wall. At least lah, at least. I will set like maybe a 50 meter. We'll do it in the indoor. Means maybe we'll do it in the hall. We'll do it in maybe in a RC area, which is do not have the influence of the wind. So we do it in indoor. But again, it's important your group should come up with 2 working prototype. Again, full mark for this degree for this module is 30% out of that means 30%. I give you 100%, but I will convert into 30% later. So if your products doesn't work, you have 2 chances to try. All right. So if one of the if 2 glider that you show cannot fly, cannot means you start already, you already drop into the floor. 2 prototype fail means I will start marking your project at 15 point out of 30. Means your report, your presentation, everything start from starting point is 15 out of 30. Then I will start minus point from there. Okay. So what happened if 1 fail, 1 works? It will be I will start point from 20 out of 30. Means the starting marking point, I will start from 20 and maybe 25 out of 30. Means you'll lose 5 marks from there, or 10 marks around there, right? So that is the things lah. So then I'll look into your group report and presentation. So means 30 marks, 15 is about your 2 prototypes presentation. Then your another 15 marks, 15 is about your presentation and your report. It will be recorded. Your presentation will be recorded. How you present your prototypes and also how you write your report. Okay, how you write report. So this will be the important thing. The rest you read. Okay, the rest you read. Basically, you need to meet the 4 LO that we described in the first class. LO means learning outcome. Learning outcome. Okay. Then in page number 3, I even guide you how to prepare your report. So for example, you start your group report with cover page. You know how to design a good cover page. You can use a standard one with team member names and student ID. If you put my name there, make sure you write my name correctly. Okay. If you write my name, your lecturer name wrong, then also there will be marks minus there. Okay. I've seen some group add an additional A into my name. Some group add additional O in my name. Okay. Right. So then you have a table of content. Then go into introduction. Right. So please split your section properly. When you submit to me, make sure the format is already set correctly. You need to submit in the Microsoft Word form. I will put into the Turnitin. So if you copy, then there will be very low marks. Okay. So your submission, I will compare to the previous semester senior report. Because everything is on the Turnitin database. So if you copy, then you're in big trouble for your report. Okay. The plagiarism, I will set as 20%. If you copy more than 20%, then you straight away get 0 for your report. I won't mark if I see the report coming up more than 20%, I straight away give you 0 marks for your report. Means 30%, 30%, 15 for your prototypes, 15 for your report means you lose 15 marks for the report. I give you 0. Remark is high Turnitin index, means you are copy from somebody works. You do not contribute, right? And this one happened to all members. So let's say group A, 3 members. So all 3 members get 0 if the group report is more than 20% in Turnitins. So I won't mark your report straight away. I attach the Turnitin report. I give you 0. Okay. So if you want to appeal, you appeal to the exam panel or dean. You explain why 20%. I will provide the proof. You explain to the dean. If you cannot appeal properly, you have one more charge with this dishonesty in the module. Then you will move to the exam center. Then maybe you need to retake this module for dishonesty. Okay, so don't copy, write in your own way. So introduction, you need to do some literature review. You know what is literature review, right? Some of you already start your FYP 1. Means you need to read a lot of books and put in citation, right? Any one of you don't know how to do citation? You're not sure how to do? No, If you know, I won't show you how to do it. Means reference, the citation. Okay. Any format you need to use, I give you free, but I prefer AFA. Is it AFA? AFA or IEEE. Okay. So if you go to Microsoft Word, there is a format there. You go to Word. There's a reference here. So, sorry, APA, not AFA. APA or IEEE. Okay. So these two format I recommend. Okay, you're done with the theory part. This one, I will expect more than 10 pages for your literature review. At least 10 pages about the theories. What are the research done on the walk-along glider? How walk-along glider works? How aerodynamic works? What are the material I've been used for the previous projects? You need to go and do some studies. So everything will be there. Here is the theory part. Okay, so this part actually lay the foundation. So when you present your projects, normally we will ask you why you use that particular material. Why? Okay. You need to explain by literature review materials. Support your answer with scientific value or statement. Don't use statement like our group discussed, we want to use that one because we think only, we think it is suitable. Then you get a very low mark in your presentation. Okay, so this module, we want to see you think as an engineer, you think as a good designer, that you design something based on scientific way, not based on what you think is. We don't want you to go into the very art students where you just look at the shape and the form, but you design the shape of the form based on real engineering knowledge. Okay, so these are the things, overview and all this. So these are more on the theory parts, on the theory parts. Then you go to the project management model. This one we'll cover in this module. So this one is another essay part. You need to explain how you manage these projects. Okay, so there are lots of models. Some of you might be asking, Dr. what kind of models you can use? Model means the way you use to manage these projects. There are lots of models there. So you can adopt, like for example, Toyota company or Intel company, Dyson company, the way they design things, can. No problem. There's no right and wrong in this model, but when you write, make sure you relate to this project. For example, if you use a Toyota, the way they design, the way they assembly things. However, in this model, you all the section, this section 4, you use Toyota design process or Dyson design process or design model. You do not mention about work along. Means you put lots of cars, example here, a vacuum machine, example here, then you get very low marks here. Okay, you just adopt what they use, then you modify, adopt to these projects. Yeah, don't copy paste 100% what you see in the textbook or you see in the website or you see in the other companies' publication. Okay, we want you to learn something, how they do things, then you just copy the way of their thinking, the way of their approach, then you apply in these projects. This is what we want to see. Yeah. So here you can give a little bit on the theory, like how they works, but again relate back to this project, this walk along glider projects. Okay. Again, this one I already highlight. This one about 5 pages, about there, about there. You can do less, you can do more, but just a rough ideas. This one about 5 pages. This one about maybe 10 pages. You can do about 8 pages if you want. Just a rough ideas. Means this component is quite big. Means we want you to show that actually you read a lot. Let's say you have 3 members. 3 members, 10 pages is actually quite low. Means one person only contribute 3 pages of writing. So you can do more, but don't do less. If can, don't do less. Okay. Models also, you have 3 members. I expect 5 pages. So maybe around 6 pages. Each person contribute 2 pages of writing. Quite fair, I think quite fair. Right? So models, maybe some do writing on the many types of models. Then you choose one that you think suitable. And then you elaborate of that models. How you apply these models. Then this one, roles and responsibilities. You need to, in this 3 person, there will be a project manager, there will be a design engineer, there will be so and so. You need to distribute the role very specifically. So when you present also, we can know who is the project manager, who is the design chief or something. The title you give it yourself, but the role and management must be very clear. Okay, means project manager, he can also be a design engineer, but the role is there. Okay, so they must be a leader in the group that oversee the whole projects. Then yeah. Okay, so I did give you some example here. You can be project manager, you can be design engineer, you can be a test pilot, you can be other position. You can be a simulation engineers or what. Okay, so distribute your profiles clearly. Okay. Project scheduling and cost implication is another chapter in your report. This one, you need to use project scheduling methodologies, means there are lots of methods out there. You choose one that you think you're more comfortable, and you need to give an example of tools. A more common one is Gantt chart, Gantt chart and project management chart, if you want. So you need to give me some writing about how you plan your schedule, for the next 10 weeks. This is week number 1. You present in week 10. So something happened between this week until presentation of week 10. So in your project, they show a lot of group meetings, and there are some phrases that you need to put inside there. Okay. Then another one is cost implication. You need to do cost analysis. You need to do cost analysis that associate with the product development and project management. So you need to do cost analysis. How to do cost analysis? There are lots of information online, right? So the question that you need to answer over here is how you manage your projects. What is the budget, or what is the prototype cost, raw cost, and what if it's packaged as a product, what selling price that you are selling, right? So what is the expected volume that you can sell for school science projects, or for visitors, for STEM education kits, and so on. These some ideas I give you. Then cost management strategies, how you manage your costs in these projects. For example, you think our A4 paper very expensive. One piece of A4 paper you think is very expensive. How you reduce this cost? How you change to another substitution of this one? Maybe recycle paper, or recycle phone book paper, or things. And you think how to reduce this one. You need to have some strategies. Okay. And I think you know what is ChatGPT lah. It's you might ask, Dr. Ang, can I use ChatGPT? The answer is yes, you can use, but you must know what you are writing. You must know what you are presenting. So when you present, don't say ChatGPT give me this answer, then very low marks means you don't think You just you just take and put into your report, then no meaning no meaning You didn't learn anything. You just learn how to use ChatGPT and paste into your report. That is what we don't want to. ChatGPT can help you to ready the framework, give you some suggestion, but you are the one who decide what information that you use, what information can use, right? So I'm not against ChatGPT. You can use it if you want. Yeah, but again, you are not the only one who using ChatGPT. So if you copy and paste in your report, turn it in will be very high. Turning will be very high. Let's say I have 3 groups. 2 groups use ChatGPT, and ChatGPT answer so coincident, generate the same answer. Because you don't talk to each other, you assume you are the only one have the answer. Then you copy, put in your report, then generate more than 20%. These 2 groups get 0 marks for your report. Straight away, 15% of that, 50% of 30, you straight away get 0 because you copy each other. You fall under the charges of plagiarism, dishonesty. Okay, so be careful when you use ChatGPT. You can use, but you need to be smart enough to not to fall into the copy and paste or turn it in plagiarism crime lah. Okay, be smart in the way you do. Okay. Number 7, products development approach. You need to explain how you design your products. Right? You have learned about house of quality, right? Yes, no? Have you heard about house of quality? No. Okay. There's a certain process when you design things. If I have time, I will cover in this module. If not, then you need to read how to develop prototypes. There's a textbook in this area. The general ideas I just summarized on the whiteboard here. Let's say this is your final design or prototype design. Let's say this is your final prototypes. Before this, there are some process, right? Now, one of the process is you come up with preliminary design. Maybe 3 or 4. Okay, you get different shape, triangular, rectangular, pentagon shape. Okay. Now, before you come to this one, there must be some history of research that available in the industry. You need to do comparison. Means you benchmark somebody works out there that people already done. Already done. So let's say here you get 10 prototypes, 10 not prototype, 10 design out there already works. Means people already selling this kind of products. Okay, or how glider works, what type of glider that it works. Okay, for your info, your projects actually you can find a lot of information in Red Bull. You know what is Red Bull? Energetic drinks, but again, they are more in the extreme sport competition. Okay, Red Bulls, they have an international competition in glider competition, student STEM education things. There's a world record of gliders, paper gliders. So go and see information how people works. And again, you might ask Dr. Ang, can I use all these? Can my copy the 2 design? Can I come from this Red Bulls competition or any things that you see on the YouTube? The answer is yes. You can use existing design. The important for your project is I want you to go through the design process. That is more important for this module. I want you to able to present what approach, what are the cost analysis you do. When you develop projects, there's some simulation for the final prototypes. Right? So you will do some analysis here in the process. So you will use a software, right? You use ANSYS, whatever software that you think, ANSYS, SolidWorks. You will create CAD drawing, 3D model. Right? So this is aerodynamics projects basically that make it float. So any software that can give you a data that support your glider projects, go ahead and do. Right? This is just a tools for you to come up with a data, scientific data that support your design. Means it's able to explain how, the question of how it fly, or how it sustain, how it able to sustain in the air, as you control it with the board behind. How this phenomenon works. Okay, so this one also will explain the size of your support board. In the video you see, right, somebody holding a board there. So you need to explain why you give me a size of 1 meter and 1 meter. Why not half meter by half meter? There must be a reason of explanation in terms of this analysis. Don't any say how in the bookstore, I go walk in bookstore. So coincident they sell 1 meter by 1 meter. So I buy it and I use it. If you give this answer, then very low marks in your presentation. Okay. So again, the process is important. So these are all the process from your preliminary design. So let's say you have 3 members, each member give 2 ideas or 3 ideas, right? 2 is normal, means normal average report. Normally 2 means 6 design here. You want to score high, then give more than 2 lah. So it means we expect to see around 8 design, 9 design here. Preliminary design. Okay. Then you go through analysis, selection of process. There's some process here, right? Some process. You do analysis. There's a house of quality. If you don't know what is house of quality, you can go online and learn how to do. Even this one already have an online template. Means you just key in what you want to analyze. The website even can print the chart or the analysis, the full chart for you, or even you can download in the Excel form. Excel form. So there are lots of information about this one. So this actually is designed to go and support with the numerical analysis here. Means the software that you use. Let's say you use ANSYS, you use SolidWorks. It will tell you like which design is the best, right? And you should able to compare your prototype number 1 and number 2. Which one have their own characteristics? They are different. So 1 maybe you need to hold at a certain angle so that it fly. Some you need to hold another angle, or the way you launch it is different. Okay, there are lots of design on that. So again, you don't need to come up with your own design. If you want to come up with your own, can go ahead. But at the end, the one that you present in week 10, can you use the available design or not? The answer is yes. But don't give me the same design. Then you consider one design. Don't give me 2 same things. Yeah, don't give me the same thing. Look, same thing. You only change the thickness of that. Then consider same design. Thickness doesn't count as the very important, because thickness it just change the shape, not shape, but it doesn't contribute a lot to that design. Design means shape, means the shape, the profile of the things. Or one you make big, one you make small, then also consider one design. Means that the shape, if it's same, then consider one same design. There must be some different characteristic or some devices or some the keyword is design the keyword is the design. Like for example, you design something like that, right? Then you give another one with something like that. This consider same design. Mean this one I see as a rectangular, but the profile still same. It's a U profile. Okay, so this consider one design. You should already able to decide which one is the better design in this process. before you come to the final. These are the U-shaped glider. You need to able to decide which one give you the best design in the analysis. Not you come here only you give me these two solutions. Okay, because this one you really can decide which one is best by changing parameter in your analysis in your software or in your yeah. Okay, so I hope you able to understand what we are trying to do here. Yeah. Then is you need to put in the challenges you face in the process from week 1 until week 10. What are the challenges? All right. So it's okay that you fail in the early stage. I want you to record your failure in your report. Don't last minute go and create failure. Means maybe you start doing your project in week 8. Then you start to load your report with lots of very crazy failure. Don't do that. Means as you every week you sure try something, but it doesn't work. So I want you to put inside your report here. What have you done, but it doesn't work? Then why? What is the reason of it doesn't work? And what is the solution for that problem? Meaning, at the end of your presentation, the final design, there must be explanation why there's a hole there. For example, I draw something, this one on the whiteboard here. Why there's a hole there? Maybe there's some history of your failure here that contribute you to, yeah, we need this hole to do the work, for example. Okay. Risk management strategies and their effectiveness. So you need to do some risk management. You need to assess the risk of that. Okay. Again, in first lecture, what is successful project? What is successful project criteria? There are 3 things: time, cost, and customer requirement. Customer requirement. Okay. If you go over week 10, means you fail. You go more than 50 ringgit, this is a benchmark. More than 50 ringgit, that means you fail. All right. It should not more than go than 50 ringgit lah. Because people won't buy this look simple design for 50 ringgit one. Okay. So customer requirement, I will show you the video how it should able to work. Okay. Okay. It should able to work. This is the most important criteria. Yes. Everything. Everything. Yes. Everything. So this project, there's no reason you cannot do because it's less than 50 ringgit. And as you can see, it's a very simple design. It looks simple. Actually, you need to study a bit. This project is more on the aerodynamics dimension. You play with the wind, you play with the airflow. Okay, so I try to give you some good times, some sweet time while you're in the universities, rather than just doing some boring stuff. So take this opportunity to play around, to design something that is fun. Okay. It will be a sweet memories if you able to create some good prototypes. You are talking about it for the next 10 years, even after you graduate. Every time you meet friends, you think of all these memories. Okay. Okay. Then quality insurance, how you check your prototype, how you make sure that it works, how you do quality assurance, right? how you check, how you make sure that you meet the quality, and how you measure it, right? How you do inspection, how do you do testing? Means before you come to the presentation of week 10, there must some there must be have some testing procedure before the presentation. You test until it's successful, right? So again, when you test, there's a chapter there. There's a challenges encounter, so you can put inside here, right? Okay. So quality assurance is your testing process. Again, here is testing process. How you test. How you test it. This one answer how you test. This section doesn't answer where the testing results. It asks you how you test. Okay. Of course, you can put in the final results, the good one here. Don't put the bad results. Bad result is here. Challenges. Okay. Okay. How you evaluate your projects? Evaluation of project outcomes, again, initial objective. How you evaluate whether you meet the objective of these projects. Just now it's QC, QC is the quality of your prototypes. But this one, how you evaluate whether it meet the objective. Okay, what lesson learned and recommendation for future projects. So this one, project evaluation is during the testings, or how you set up means how you measure the success of these projects. How you measure, how you quantify the measurements, right? Okay. The objective, I'll give you freedom to write whatever objective you want. Maximum 3 objective, maximum 3 objective. But again, is the main part is come up with a prototype that working. You rephrase the word, then you do conclusion. Conclusion, this one, maximum 1 pages. This one, maximum 1 pages for conclusion. Then some references. Okay, you can put in appendix if you want. Means extra information if you want. But references is whatever standard literature sources. For this module, try not to cited resources from website. Right. Try not to. Maybe 1 or 2 is okay. 1 or 2 out of maybe 50. Okay. But the website is just for maybe some photo, some YouTube video. That one you can cite. But why we don't encourage you to use sources from YouTube and some website? Because it can change, right? This will change very fast. So if you put in YouTube here, then if your junior want to refer, then the person take away the video, then how? Means your report is not valid anymore. Okay. So try to go to textbook, try to go to journals, paper, a newsletter, and so on. Okay. If you say, Dr. Ang, if I still want to put website, can or not? Can. Just make sure the website is a good website. Means it's the first source of something, don't secondary source. The website is the creator of that design or something. Not a blogger one. Blogger usually copy somebody else's ideas and put into bloggers. Refer to the primary source. Mean if you're referring to a Red Bull design, then go to the Red Bull website. You don't give me a blogger or YouTubers, influencer website or something. Because that blogger doesn't come up with his own or her design. Okay. Then you also can find some pattern, IP pattern that related to these projects. Okay. What else? I think that's all. I think the guideline is there, quite clear. How you do. Then also, if you go to Canvas, this one. You go to Canvas, you go back, you go to project report. There is a guideline here, but basically, it will be around here lah. So title, you choose your own title, write something related to walk along. I mean, Rider, you need to come up with a title. Then objective of this one you design, then material, methods, data analysis, conclusion, visual review, and report quality. So I will give you the content, how to do it, and the guidelines is there. So you just fit in accordingly. Then you upload your project here lah. You upload your project here. Start assignment, then you upload.